What's happening, my YouTube people? It's dusk and I am in the old truck heading down the road, headed to an indoor range. I'm just kind of hustling, trying to get some things started, some first impression stuff for you guys. I've got one of those Canik TP9SF Elites in the bag. I've got a SIG P320 that I've been shooting for a while now, reviewing, but I just put an Apex flat face trigger in it. Lots of stuff already on YouTube about both of these items, but I thought I would check them out and get an opinion to throw out your way, or at least begin an opinion. So those are two new things that I'm beginning the review process for right now. Well, all right, guys, I just finished up real quickly at the range for kind of some first impressions. You could probably hear some shooting going on behind me. I shot the SIG 320 with that new Apex flat face trigger. I brought the Glock 19, that's the Talo edition, because those are some newer sights for me. I'm checking out. It's not my typical Glock 19. I mean, it is, but I just want to kind of familiarize myself with that newer model. But mostly it's just there as a standard, something that I'm very familiar with. And then, yeah, so I brought home the Canik TP9SF Elite today, and I wanted to get some first impression rounds through it. I shot 150 rounds, and it did have one stovepipe. What it seemed to be due to, it seemed to be an injection issue. From what I could tell, I mean, the gun, first impression, first off, feels good in the hand, and it was really just incredibly soft shooting, like remarkably soft shooting, very Glock 19-esque, but just a real soft shooting feel. The trigger in it is good and natural, and far better than most striker fired pistols from the beginning, from the outset. And it seemed to be just point of aim, kind of naturally accurate. Now, I was only shooting at 7 and 10 yards, so we're not talking about like target shooting, long distance stuff, but it did seem to shoot pretty well. Now, part of that is probably that it has a pretty small fiber optic front sight. So, and the Warren Tactical back sight has a good notch, you know, a good space. So it's easier to be more precise. Those sights are not designed for speed as much as it is for precision, but you know, it wasn't too difficult to be relatively fast with it. Again, I only shot 150 rounds. I'm not giving you a review of the gun at all, and that one stovepipe could be a fluke. Definitely was not limp wristing it. I was trying to make sure, especially with it being a new gun, just, you know, giving it plenty of grip, and definitely riding it in the driver's seat there. Anyway, great gun from what I could tell. I'm 150 rounds in, and and that stovepipe was there, which is, you know, somewhat disconcerting, especially because it seemed to be connected to the fact that its ejection pattern is really close to the gun. It's not throwing the brass very far away. Some of it comes a little bit towards you, but mostly it was coming off to one side, but just there's not very much distance. It wasn't throwing the brass very far, especially in comparison to the SIG 320 and the Glock 19 that I was shooting. They just was not throwing that that brass very far at all. So maybe that's not a big deal, but my guess is that stovepipe, that one stovepipe, was connected to ejection. Anyway, just kind of feeling it out still. Definitely don't have any opinions. Just thought I would kind of bring you along for the ride, pun intended, this time along. And the Canik, we'll see. Time will tell. I did like it. I liked it a lot more than I expected to like it. But you know, the first sensation of shooting it was, man, this is a softer shooting gun, recoiling gun than I expected, and it seems to be more accurate than I expected. The big question is going to be, is it reliable, and is it durable? Is it reliable? Is it durable? Those are the things that we need to discover. Y'all have a good one.